Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn structure of heart. So heart is a important part in the circulatory system, or it is an important pumping center in the cardiovascular system. The structure of heart, that heart is in the center of the heart is the center of the cardiovascular system. Hollow muscular organ, weight about 342 grams, beats over 1 lakh times and pump 3784 liters of blood per day. Heart is situated between the lungs in the mediastinum, means between the two lungs, and below the sternum. Heart is blunt cone shaped, size generally your closed fist, 12 centimeter long, 9 centimeter wide and 6 centimeter thick. Pericardium. Heart is enclosed in a double-walled pericardium. Pericardium consists of two portions, a fibrous and serous. So pericardium is a layer. In between that layer, the heart is enclosed. So fibrous pericardium and serous pericardium. So fibrous pericardium resembles a bag, prevents over-distension of the heart, provides tough protective membranes that prevent the over-distension of the heart. Means that heart, their position is at a fixed side. So they are covered with all sides. So they maintain their particular size. Serous pericardium is a thinner forms double layer around the heart. That serous pericardium is a thin layer, again, which is formed by the two layers around the heart. Outer parietal layer, the inner visceral layer, also called epicardium. Epicardium means the outer parietal layer and the inner visceral layers. These are the two layers of the serous pericardium. The inner visceral layer also called as the epicardium. Then pericardial fluid, that is 150 ml, which is present between the parietal and visceral layers, that prevent the friction between the membranes of the heart. Friction between the membrane of the hearts, the membranes of the hearts. So that prevent the friction between the membranes of the heart. Pericardial cavity, the space occupied by the pericardial fluid. The space means that pericardial cavity, there is a space between the two layers and that occupied by the pericardial fluid. Heart wall. Now this is about the covering of the heart, enclosed structure of the heart. Now heart wall divided into three layers: epicardium, external layer; myocardial, middle layer, or cardiac muscles, that is a bulk of tissue; and endocardium. So these are the three layers. From that three layers, the heart wall is formed. Then external structure of the heart, external anatomy of the heart. In externally, you look like heart as a cone-shaped structures. Just we will see two parts of the heart, the upper atrium and the lower is the ventricles. Outside only you will see the only two parts. Then there are big arteries originate from the heart and big veins, they are enter into the heart. The big veins, that is superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, they originate from the right auricle. That superior vena cava, in the superior vena cava, the impure blood collected from the part of the body which is above the heart, and inferior vena cava, the impure blood is collected into the inferior vena cava, the part which is present below the heart. Then pulmonary arteries. In heart, arteries are exceptions. Generally, we know that the arteries always carry the oxygenated blood. But in case of heart, that pulmonary arteries carries the deoxygenated blood. They originate from the right ventricle. And that pulmonary arteries that goes to the, they again bifurcated into two branches. Each branch goes to the each lung. So they supply the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs. Then pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins, that pulmonary veins, they are originate from the left auricle and goes to the lungs. Again that bifurcated, and each vein that goes to the lungs, and with the help of that pulmonary veins, oxygenated blood is collected from the lungs to the left auricle. Then there is a big artery, that is aorta, which is originated from the left ventricle, and that bifurcated into number of arteries: subclavian artery, left carotid artery, brachiocephalic arteries. That is the arteries that originate from the a big aorta, and that aorta is originate from the left ventricle. Then right coronary artery and left coronary arteries. As you know that our heart is continuously working. That heart is also required the oxygenated blood. The heart cannot directly take from the heart, blood from the heart, because there is a wall are present. So for the continuous supply of heart, oxygenated blood, that with the help of the coronary artery, there are two coronary artery, right coronary artery and left coronary artery, and which is originated from the main aorta, and that supply the oxygenated blood to the heart. Then coronary veins, that coronary veins that collect the blood, impure blood from the heart, and that release into the right auricle. So this is the externally you will see the parts of that heart. These are the common arteries and veins. Brachiocephalic trunk or brachiocephalic arch, artery or innominate artery is an artery of the mediastinum, supplies blood to the arm, hands, and the head and neck. And these artery originate from the aorta. Subclavian artery, that is also originated from the aorta, received blood from the aortic arch, means aorta. Left subclavian artery supplies blood to the left arm, and right subclavian artery supply blood to the right arm, with some branches supplying the head and thorax. Some of the branches of subclavian artery that supply the blood also head and thorax region. Then common carotid arteries, main supply of blood to the brain is carried out by the carotid arteries. The carotid arteries branch off from the aorta, the largest artery in the body. Common carotid arteries, a short distance from the heart, and extend upward through the neck, carrying oxygen rich blood to the brain. There are two carotid arteries, the right and left. Then pulmonary trunk divides into right and left pulmonary artery, supply blood to the lungs. Four pulmonary veins collect oxygenated blood from lungs and open into the left auricle. Internal structure of heart. When we see the internally of the heart, you will see the heart is made up of four chambers. The auricle, two chambers, and ventricle, two chambers. In auricle, that auricle is divided into two chambers. So there is a septum is present, wall is present, that is interauricular septum, that divide the auricle into two chamber. In the same way, there is a compartment present in the ventricle that divide the ventricle into two chambers, interventricular septum. Then you see externally structure, there are number of arteries, they are originate from the heart, some of the veins that enter into the heart. So in that cardiovascular system, the flow of blood is unidirectional. So you see in the right atrium and right ventricle, there is a wall is present between the opening of the auricle and ventricles. That wall is called as a tricuspid walls, that present in between the right auricle and right ventricle, that tricuspid walls that prevent the backflow of blood from ventricle to the auricles. Once blood is enter into the ventricle from auricle, then again that blood cannot enter into the auricles due to the wall. That wall is only open toward the ventricle sides, and that wall is tricuspid, means three flaps are present. That wall is made up from the three flaps, and that wall is also connected with the chordae tendineae that help in the movement of that walls, and that chordae tendineae again connected with the papillary muscles that help for the movement of the wall, opening and closing of the walls. Then you see in the pulmonary vein, there is a pulmonary walls are present. That pulmonary walls also prevent the backflow of blood. Once that blood is enter into the pulmonary veins, that cannot again flow back. In the same aortic wall are present, that also prevent the backflow. Then in left auricle and left ventricles, in between the left auricle and left ventricle, there is a wall is also present. In the opening of auricle into the ventricle, there is a wall is present. That wall is called as a mitral wall. So that wall is also prevent the backflow of blood. The membrane of the ventricle is thick as compared to the membrane of the auricles, because through the ventricles the blood is pumped forcefully. So due to that, that gain strains on the wall of the ventricle. So the wall of the ventricle is always thick than the auricle walls. So this is the myocardiums, middle layer of the heart wall, endocardiums, inner. So these are the internal structure of the heart. This is the heart wall, pulmonary wall, tricuspid wall, then aortic wall, papillary muscles, that muscle join with the chordae tendineae, left ventricle, right auricle, left auricles, pulmonary arteries, aorta. This is the wall, aortic wall closed. Aortic wall closed. Where is the aortic wall is present? In the aorta. Then pulmonary wall closed. Pulmonary walls, that also closed. The mitral wall open. Mitral wall open. This is the structure at the time of opening of the walls, mitral walls and tricuspid walls. Then mitral wall closed, tricuspid wall closed, and aortic wall open, pulmonary wall open. This is the different walls which is present inside the heart, within the aorta, within the pulmonary trunk. So their opening and closings with the help of that walls. Thank you, dear students. So this is the structure of heart internally and externally. So if you have any doubt, any queries, you can ask the question. Your suggestions, your questions is always welcome. Don't hesitate to clear your difficulty. You can ask me your difficulty through WhatsApp group, or you can ask me through mobiles. Thank you.